TaxAct understands you haven't memorized the tax code. That's why TaxAct has live experts to help. TaxAct can even do it for you if you prefer. It's the easiest way to know you're doing it right. Well, other than going back to college and obtaining a bachelor's degree in accounting with a minor in finance, then interning somewhere and becoming fluent in all tax forms. But that might be hard to accomplish before tax day. So maybe just stick with TaxAct. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi. Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And I was a prosecutor in Oakland for 7 years. And it was very frustrating that many times it felt like the victims had none of the rights, and the bad guys had all of the rights. Mm-hmm. And so for me, it's really focus on like serious, violent, sexual. Those three. If you like throw the book at those three, right, and throw the resources at those three, and then you show compassion and redemption for non-serious, non-sexual, non-violent, and believe that those folks, have a pathway into our community, I think you can get it right.
Yeah. That was Congressman Eric Swalwell. Radio appearance he did in 2025. Welcome, my friends, to the Monday edition of Bo Snerdley's Rush Hour. 800-848. Should we take calls today? We shouldn't. Okay. I was thinking about taking some calls, actually. 800-848-92, but I don't know. 92, maybe. Because, folks, I'll tell you what, it is just a plethora of things to discuss, not only the Swalwell case, what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz. Carlos, you will be perhaps very upset to learn that something has happened in the sporting world, that it seems to be terrible. What? I'll tell you what. I'll go to headline right here. Fans express outrage, I tell you, at the U.S. Cup ticket prices. Do you know that just to get in the games, the FIFA games, the early games in Los Angeles and Atlanta, tickets are going for over $500 a piece? Now, are you going to pay $500 to go see a bunch of people play in some World Cup thing in the early rounds? No. I tell you, folks. But this Swalwell thing is too much. Princess Di had just the most wonderful analysis on the weekend show over it. And here we are, and within hours afterwards, she said she didn't think he was going to last. It was done. It was a done deal. And so it came to be. Now, the way that this is being handled in certain quarters, to me, is almost laughable. This has been a Democrat operation. It is a Democrat operation. On Saturday, I really examined the statement that CNN aired from the alleged victim in this. And I say alleged because I'm not buying her story. I'm not saying nothing happened, but I'm not buying the story as presented. It was just too full of holes, and there was no pushback on it. But other people came forward, and then it became the nanny, and he did something with the Brazilian nanny, did something to get her, and then it became the millionaires throwing him out of his house, and then it was story after story after story. Another one surfaced. There's pictures now with him in a room with somebody that's supposedly a sex worker, and it's showing him in the bed, on the bed with no socks, with socks on his feet. That's what you see pointing in the camera, his socks, as he's on the bed in some awkward pose with some woman that's supposed to be a sex worker. And then we learned that there were nude pics, D-pics. You know what I mean by D-pics, don't you? Yeah, we got D-pics floating around. Well, not we, because I haven't seen them and I don't want to see them. And then it happened in just a 24-hour barrage. This was one of the best well-coordinated political hit jobs I have ever seen executed, and I must hand it to the Democrat Party. You guys pulled out a masterful hit job on this guy. One of your own. It was one of the best political hit jobs ever. They made up their mind they were going to take him out, and they showed you how it's done. We're going to take him out, and we will have no mercy. We're going to do a layered approach. And the hits just kept on coming until he relented, and he had to pull out, so to speak. Well, he did have to pull out, so to speak. And, you know, Eric Swalwell had it easy. I mean, he announced for governor, and right away, all the big names lined up behind him. He wanted to be the next governor of California right away. All of the big party leadership just lined up right behind him. It was just easy as 1, 2, easy peasy 3. You had Shifty Schiff. You had all these congressmen. You had Gavin Newsom didn't. He just kind of stayed out of it. But you had almost the entire leadership of the Democrat Party. Yes, Swalwell's a guy. They don't like this woman, Katie Porter. They don't like her too much. She's mean to her staff anyway. According to news reports. I don't know the woman. Yeah, but the news reports say she's very mean to her staff. And so, the Katie Porter woman. Yeah, she
was on video.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, berating her staff member. So now, and then there's this guy, Tom Steyer, the billionaire. But anyway, so you had, yes.
I have a question. I saw a tweet that they said that they sent some questionnaires about Kamala going for governor. And I wanted to ask you, do you think in order for that, they had to take Eric out of the way to make more room for Kamala? Because there's no way she's going to win in 2028, the presidential, not the Democratic ticket.
You're becoming quite the analyst, aren't you, my friend? Well, here's the thing. You're becoming quite the political analyst. You're asking me these kind of questions. Yeah, Mike. So they trying to look. Kamala's not going to enter in the governor's race out in California because she doesn't want to be embarrassed. She's trying to leave space before the time that she will announce whether she's going to be another $1 billion baby or not. And right now it's too soon for her. And hopefully if her team has any sense, they know that. Besides, the point is not to put more Democrats in. The point is to get less Democrats running so that they can coalesce around one and beat the 2 Republicans. This is all about the 2 Republicans that were coming in the polling, number 1 and number 2. They don't want Republicans, which necessitated the Democrats to pull the hit job on what's-his-face, Fang Fang's guy, Swalwell, that they did. And this has been a brilliantly executed hit job. But as I was saying, he easily got the endorsements of everybody. And it just goes to show you, my friends, sometimes the oldest maxims, the oldest phrases that we know, all of the things that the elders tell us are true. Once in a great while, here's what happens. Easy come, easy go. And that is what happened with Swalwell's governor race. It was easy come, and now it's easy go. We've got a lot to do, my friends. When we get back here, we're going to take our break early.
Roger Stone here. Every day you wait, your money loses value, but gold and silver don't follow those same rules. American Sovereign Bullion gives you access to a nationwide wholesaler network, helping you secure aggressive pricing on real physical metals. Call 844-272-2428 now to get your free gold and silver guide to learn how to protect your wealth with physical gold and silver, delivered right to your door or with a gold IRA. Visit ASBgold.com. That's ASBgold.com for your free gold and silver guide today.